Hurricane Kiko is still a Category 4 hurricane out in the eastern Pacific Ocean, but new weather model data is indicating that it might move to the north of the island chain. Let's take a look at the latest track from the National Hurricane Center. Even though it's still too early to determine any impacts, we're starting to see more indication in the weather models that this system is going to get pulled further north. Again, Hurricane Kiko is a Category 4 storm. You'll notice it's going to start moving further northward quicker compared to some of the National Hurricane Center tracks from yesterday. Going into Friday, it's still a Category 4. Throughout Friday afternoon, it's getting a little bit weaker. Saturday morning, you're getting it to Category 3, then a Category 1, and then by the time we get to Tuesday afternoon, it's expected to be a tropical storm out there. Just giving you an overview of that new weather model trend out there. It's pulling Kiko to the north of us, and you're going to see as we're going forward with the spaghetti models, there's not as much spread in these ensemble members out there. You can see compared to the spread yesterday where we were seeing 200 to 300 mile spread in the weather models, right around 100 miles in difference right there. So again, we're gonna have to watch that very closely to see how it evolves. Here's some of the scenarios that we have out there. The worst case scenario, of course, is the more southward track. They've got heavy rainfall, flooding, big surf, and thunderstorms as it moves east to west over the island chain, really east-southeast to the west-northwest. The best case scenario, in one of the models bringing it over open waters to our north, really no major impacts in that situation, some elevated surf and some pop-up showers out there. Yesterday we were watching this cutoff low, this low pressure system that's cutting off from the jet stream that's going to be moving further southward closer to the island chain. This low pressure system is going to be driving Kiko closer to the north. It's a low pressure system, much like Kiko is a low pressure system. It's getting steered by this high pressure system off to its northeast and then getting steered up to the lower pressure that's north of the island chain out there. Kiko, of course, is also going to be moving into an area that's not very conducive for tropical development. You can see it's going to be moving into cooler waters out there, falling apart in the cooler than average waters around the island chain, and then getting to tropical storm strength. As it's north of the island chain, it's also going to be running into some strong wind shear, strong winds aloft that are going to be further tearing the storm apart. Taking a quick look at some of the models, this is the European model as we're going into Tuesday and Wednesday. You can see the system is north of the state. Compared to the European model yesterday, which had the storm south of the island chain, this is a big flip, so there's still a lot of uncertainty out there. The American model, the GFS, actually brings the system further southward towards the Hamakua coast of Hawaii Island into Maui County, continuing to move off towards the west and northwest, bringing rainfall for the rest of the island chain. Of course, this is still going to change. It's too early to determine impacts still. We're going to have more information as we're going into the weekend. Make sure to stay tuned to us for the latest weather information.